Hello all. Today we will do the multiple choice questions from chapter number 1, that is variation in psychological attributes. Let's start. The first question is, Madhu is a student who excels in remembering the facts and the figures but struggles when it comes to solving complex problems that require critical thinking and creativity. According to Arthur Jensen, which level of abilities does Madhu possess? Now, Arthur Jensen has given two levels. One is level 1 and another is level 2. Level 1 is associative learning, where input is equals to output. That is, a person do the rote learning. Level 2 is cognitive competence, where a person uses their cognitive abilities to solve a problem. Now, in this question, it is mentioned that Madhu is excelling in remembering, but she is struggling in solving the complex problem. That means she is good at level 1 and she is not good at level 2. We have to tell at which level is she. So the answer for this question will be level 1 associative learning. Question number 2 is, Neeta is conducting interviews for candidates applying for a senior management role. She uses the same set of questions with each candidate. Why is this type of interview beneficial? Now we need to understand that interview are of two types: structured interview and unstructured interview. Structured interview means that questions are already framed before the interview takes place. Unstructured means that during the interview frames the question based on their knowledge and experience. Now, in the options that are available for this question are: first, it allows the candidates to showcase their unique personalities. Now, in the question given, it is not mentioned whether Neeta is conducting this interview to find their personalities or not. Second option, it helps create a positive impression of the interviewer. That is not the aim. C. It ensures all candidates are assessed using the structured interview. Now, this word structured interview is important because she is using the same set of questions. D. It gives the candidates the freedom to discuss any topic they want because it is structured. No, in structured, they will discuss only the points, only the topics that will be given by Neeta. So the answer for this question will be C. That is, it ensures all candidates are assessed using the structured interview. Third question is, Rita wants to perform well in the examination and hence starts attending the classes regularly, taking the notes, setting the study targets, etc. Which theory of intelligence give importance to this stage of planning? To answer this question, we need to understand that all the theories of intelligence are divided into two approaches. One is psychometric approach, which focuses on the structure or the dimension of intelligence. Second is information processing approach, which focuses on how an intelligent person acts. So the options that are available, we need to find which theory belongs to information processing approach. As we see the options available, it is the PASS model which belongs to information processing approach. PASS stands for planning, attention, arousal, simultaneous and successive processing. Question number 4 is, Anil did not get any positive feedback from his teacher for his project work. Instead of being disappointed, Anil motivates himself to make his project better. Identify the type of intelligence being demonstrated by Anil. Now, in this question, the words are disappointed, motivation. This all belongs to the emotional part. So, the answer for this question will be C, emotional. The other options that are available are A, logical mathematical. Logical mathematical focuses on the reasons, the mathematical abilities. B is naturalistic, means the one who is closer to the nature. D is spatial. That means a person who is aware about the surroundings. Question number 5 is Monica has to be assessed for her abilities of creativity and original thinking. The test to be used by the psychologist will involve. Now, in this question, the creativity test consists of divergent thinking. That is, on a single topic, we have to come up with multiple answers. In the book, we have differentiated between the creative test and intelligence test. Intelligence test focuses on convergent thinking, that is, coming up with a single answer. While in creativity, we want multiple answers to come. So the answer for this question will be B, that is divergent thinking. Bindu is a remarkable singer and has won many accolades. She is known as a child prodigy. Which of the following terms best describe Bindu's ability? Now, in this question, they have mentioned one particular domain in which Bindu is good, that is singing. Now, the options available are first, talent. Talent means when a person is good in one particular domain. So the answer will be talent because she is good only in one domain, that is singing. Giftedness means that you are good in all the domains. Naturalistic intelligence talk about a person who is close to the nature, and interest means you preference in doing an activity over the others. Question number 7. On being assessed for intelligence, Vivan scored high in aspects such as attention, observation, analysis, achievement orientation, and Ajay scored high in social and emotional skills, self-reflection, and collectivistic orientation. Which of the following statements reflect these differences seen in Ajay and Vivan? To answer this question, we need to understand that intelligence are of two types in context to culture. First is technological intelligence, which focuses on the cognitive aspects only. Second is integral intelligence, which takes into account the cognitive as well as non-cognitive part. If we see the question, Vivan is good only on the cognitive part, that is attention, observation, analysis, achievement orientation. And on the other hand, Ajay is good in social and emotional skills, self-reflection, which are part of non-cognitive. So Vivan is high in technological intelligence and Ajay is high in integral intelligence. Question 8. Nina read an in-depth account of a scientist. It contained all his psychological history. This in-depth account must have been presented in his. Now, in this question, the keywords are in-depth psychological history. It indicates that the answer is C, that is case study. In case study, we always do in-depth study where we find the psychological attributes at present and their psychological history. Question number 9. Raghav was told by the teacher about a test which she plans to hold. This forces him to focus on reading, learning, and revising the contents of the chapter. This is because of. Now, the options that are available belongs to the past model. The keyword is focus. Focus means that the person is aroused and is attentive to the task that is being assigned to him. So the answer will be arousal and attention. Nirja has a mental age of 14 years with an intelligent quotient of 110. What is her chronological age? So we will apply the formula of IQ here. IQ is equals to mental age by chronological age into 100. So we will write 110 is equals to 14 divided by chronological age into 100. So the answer is going to be 12.7 years. Question number 11. Solving a puzzle is an example of which type of processing in relation to past model of intelligence. According to the past model, there are two types of processing. One is successive processing and another is simultaneous processing. Successive processing means one after the other. Say for example, we read the tables. 2 multiplied by 1 is equals to 2, 2 multiplied by 2 is equals to 4. Simultaneously means where we have to apply all the concept at one time. So while we are solving a puzzle, we use the simultaneous processing. The answer will be C. Question number 12. Ayush has his own setup which has grown successfully over a short period of time. This is because of his commitment, persistence, patience, goal oriented behavior, and hard work. According to the Indian view of intelligence, Ayush has now Indian view of intelligence is known as integral intelligence, which consists of cognitive as well as non-cognitive part. Cognitive means that are related to the cognitive abilities. For example, attention, remembering. Social means the interaction with others, that is helping the needy, respecting the elders. Emotional competence means focusing on the emotion of a person. Entrepreneur consists of the skills that are mentioned in the question, like commitment, persistence, patience. So the answer is going to be the D. Question number 13. Identify the correct statement from the following with reference to the theories of intelligence. First, experiential intelligence is also known as practical intelligence. That is wrong. Experiential is known as creative intelligence. B is pilot and sailors require the skills of understanding the motives, feelings, and the behaviors of other people. No, pilot and sailors are good in spatial intelligence. Motive, feeling, and behavior of other people, the intelligence is known as intrapersonal intelligence. So B is also wrong. Contextual intelligence involves the ability to deal with the environmental demands encountered on a daily basis. This is right. Contextual intelligence is also known as practical intelligence. Inductive reasoning is a component of two-factor theory of intelligence. Wrong. Inductive reasoning is a component of theory of primary mental abilities. So the answer for question number 13 will be C. Question number 14. Vijay's parents are confused as to what subject should he choose in grade 11. To know where his strengths lie, the school counselor suggests that he take an aptitude test. What form of aptitude test do you think would be given to him? Now, aptitude tests are of two types. One is known as specialized or independent aptitude test, in which we normally conducted when a person says that I am good in this particular domain, whether I will be able to excel or not. Second is generalized, in which the child does not know in which particular stream they should go, and they try to find out in all the domains and check in which particular domain they are good in. So in this particular question, the parents are confused. The parents are confused as to what subject they should choose. So for this particular child, we need to do generalized test. So the answer is going to be C. Question number 15. Ayush is a young engineer graduate who has effective communication skills and is good at problem solving. He is respected in his society because he shows commitment towards elders, the young, and the needy, and values others' perspective. According to integral intelligence, what are the competencies that are visible in him? Now, in this question, he is good in communication skills and problem solving. These two represent the cognitive part. Then he is showing the respect towards the elders, helping the needy. This indicates the interaction with other members of the society. That is the social part. So the correct answer for question number 15 will be A, cognitive and social. Question number 16. A 14-year-old girl was sent for psychometric testing where her IQ was found to be 140. What will be her mental age be like? First, in this question, we need to find out the mental age. We will use the formula IQ is equals to mental age by chronological age into 100. By applying this formula, the mental age will come out as 10. Now the chronological age of the child is 14 and the mental age is 10. So the answer is going to be B. That is, mental age will be less than the chronological age. Question number 17. Sangeeta is a counselor. She interacts with the client and seeks information from the client on one-to-one basis. She is using dash as a method of assessment. Answer 1 is self-report. Self-report means when the client tells you everything about themselves. It is not necessary that it should be one-to-one basis or an interaction. A person can write a diary entry also. So it is not the correct answer. B is observation, where the counselor sees the things in a systematic and objective manner. C is psychological test, where we try to find out the psychological attribute. D is interview. Interview means a one-to-one interaction. So the correct answer for question number 17 will be D, interview. Question number 18. Manifestation of dash can be observed in a novel solution. Novel means something new to a problem, an invention, composition of poem, painting, new chemical process, an innovation in law, a breakthrough in preventing a disease, and the like. Now, in this particular question, everything is showing, is indicating new, something new, some kind of invention. So the answer is going to be A, that is creativity. Creativity means to come up with a new idea, thinking out of the box. Question number 19. Latika is able to recall the information accurately and derive general rules from the presented facts. According to Thurston, the primary abilities she possessed most are. Now, in this question, they have talked about two things. One is recalling the information. Recalling information means they are talking about memory. Memory is defined as retaining and recalling of information. The second thing that Latika is possessing is deriving the general rules from the presented facts, which indicate the inductive reasoning. So the answer for question number 19 will be D, inductive reasoning and memory. Question number 20. Dash and performance tests help reduce the cultural bias usually associated with intelligence tests. Now, intelligence tests are divided into two parts based on whether it favors a culture or it does not favor a culture. The first is culture fear test. Culture fear test means that this test can be done by any person belonging to any culture. Cultural bias means that it favors one culture over the other. To reduce the cultural biasness, we can use two types of tests. One is performance test. Performance tests are the tests in which the person need to manipulate the object. For example, co-block design test. The second is non-verbal test in which the items are in the form of pictures for illustrative purpose. For example, RSPM. In both the non-verbal and performance test, the cultural bias will reduce. So the answer for question number 20 will be A, non-verbal. Question number 21. Howard Gardner has proposed many types of intelligences except. So Howard Gardner has given 8 types of intelligence. That is linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic. So the answer for this question will be B, creative. This is not given by Howard Gardner. Question number 22. Match the following. On left hand side, they have given the rearing practices, and on right hand side, they have given the correlation. First is identical twins reared in different environment. The answer will be 0.72. Fraternal twins reared together will be 0.60. Brothers and sisters reared together will be 0.50. Siblings reared apart will be fourth, 0.25. So the answer for question number 22 will be B. Thank you